and today I want to talk about how we need to be investing time on improving our strengths instead of improving our weaknesses. So yesterday I auditioned to be on the worship team at the church, so that's doing the singing, right? And I didn't get in, okay? And I've been taking music lessons starting in June, so it's been like 5 months or whatever, right? And so I've gotten better, because when I started I wasn't that good, so I've definitely gotten better. And so you can definitely get better at anything, right? But it's just more beneficial and a better use of your time for you to, try to get better at something that you're already good at, right? So I was reading this book a while ago. It's called The Confident Woman by Joyce Myers. And one of the things she said is that confident people focus on maximizing and developing their strengths. And she says that a lot of the times what people do is they focus on improving their weaknesses, that they never get to fully develop and maximize what their strengths are. And so when I read this book at the time, I wasn't really painting that much. So I had made a different video about how we need to be using the gifts that God has given us. So one of my gifts is creativity. So I'll show some of my paintings, my most creative paintings, I guess. So I've never taken any painting lessons or anything like that. But after what happened yesterday by not getting into the worship team, I remembered what I'd read in that book, and I realized that what would have been a better use of my time and investment of my money would have been to, take art classes, because then I would become an even better painter. And I think my creativity is definitely better than my painting abilities, because painting is that's like a skill, and you can always develop more of a skill, but creativity is kind of something that, you have it or you don't really have it, right? And so I also had went to an art gallery to try and sell some of my paintings. And I talked about this in my other video too, but he says that he can see that I'm rushing in my paintings, but he can definitely see my talent and my potential. And he gave me some advice, and he said that he knows that my new paintings are going to be even better. And because he said, right now, you're not painting, you're thinking. You're like thinking about your painting, right? And so he said that, like if I take his advice, he then said that he could see me like having a solo exhibit, Whereas yesterday, after I got denied for the worship team, he said that he could see my potential and that I was like hitting the notes and I had a good ear. But like he didn't say that he could see my talent like they did at the art gallery, right? So I just realized that I definitely need to be pursuing my strengths. And so I have been painting more, and I can see definitely improvements on my newer paintings. So I'll show you some of my newer paintings. These I did are sad ones. I usually paint happy things. Like I said in my other video, I kind of paint how I want to feel. I don't paint how I do feel. Obviously painting is a good coping mechanism. So sometimes I'll do it when I'm upset, but I'll still paint happy things because I want to kind of, I guess, manifest being happy, right? But I decided I was going to do some sad ones because maybe it would help me to actually get this stuff out of my body. So I did 2 so far, and I'm working on another one. And so I think after this last one, I'm going to maybe do an angry one and then move on and go back to doing happy things, because I'm starting to feel better now. But yeah, you got to think about what your gifts are, the gifts that God gave you. And something else I was thinking was that say God gave you the gift of basketball, but then you stop playing basketball and you go and try out for the volleyball team. And then God is kind of like, why are you trying out for the volleyball team? I gave you the gift of basketball, right? And it kind of made me think about how why am I investing so much time in trying to become a better singer when I should be trying to, maximize my creativity and try to be an even better painter. But I still am going to sing still, because it has been making me happy and it makes me to feel better, especially singing the worship songs. And so I think that even if you're not, perfect at something, you can still do it. So even if something is a weakness, I'm not saying that you should never do this thing again, and just give it up. So I'm still going to be singing. I'm just not going to pursue this as something that I'm going to go up and do on a stage and sing in front of everybody. Because I guess maybe not everyone wants to hear that, but I could still go and sing around the park and stuff like that, because it has been helping me just walking through town and singing, because it helps me to not focus on the sensory stuff, in my environment. So I'm still going to do that. And so say you're not even a good painter, and that's your weakness, you should still do it, because it's still good to do things that make you happy. You don't have to be good at everything, but you just have to realize and what is a better use of your time, and what is going to enhance your life more. So that's what I realized, that I just need to be focusing on that. And also what the guy had told me when I went to the place to see if I could sell my art galleries, my art paintings, was that he's like, did you ever take art lessons? And I was like, no. And he's like, yeah, I can tell. And then I was laughing. He's like, it's not a bad thing. Like some really famous artists, like, you know, they've never taken lessons before. But he said that I could benefit from them. Obviously, I see that now, you know, and he said that, he's like, not now though. Right now you want to paint, but in the future you should definitely take them. And he was telling me how he's taking classes right now to get better at his English. So yeah, think about what your gifts are. If you don't know and you have low self-esteem, that could also be something that happens, because I used to not even think I was good at painting. You know, I always knew that I was creative, but I didn't think I was that good at painting. I guess because of, like I said before, that I'm rushing, and you know, the painting part of it is that's more so of a skill, but I definitely do see improvements with that. So you might have a gift, and your strength, you might not even know that it's a strength because you have low self-esteem. So you could try to ask the people in your life who are positive and nice, you know, what they think that your strengths are. And a lot of people, if I would ask someone what my strengths are, they would say creativity. And I do get compliments on my paintings from, you know, my family and friends and stuff like that. So whatever you get compliments on, then that is obviously your strength. And so just focus on developing that to get to your full potential. Because something the lady said Joyce Meyer said in her book was that, like, you know, if you put all of your energy on your weakness, you're not going to become amazing at your weakness. You might just become like mediocre at it, you know. But so say you have your strength, but then if you don't even focus on your strength, you just kind of like, you only can be good at it, right? Like right now I would say that I'm good at painting, you know, but if I need to keep focusing on it, and then I can get even better, and I could be amazing and a superstar. And the owner of the art gallery did tell me that he knows that my newer paintings are going to be better, and so to come back there and to make smaller paintings like 8x8, 8x10, or some even smaller than that, pick a theme. For example, love. He told me, I was thinking maybe I would do acceptance, you know, and then he'll put them up for display and, you know, see if they sell, right? So I'll update you guys what happens with that. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and comment if this video was helpful for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.